And so we wanted to turn to someone, thank you, Joe, who called Olivia Newton-John her friend, her mentor, and her inspiration. Delta Goodrem is an Australian singer, songwriter, and actress. She actually played the part of Olivia Newton-John in the biopic Olivia Newton-John, Hopelessly Devoted to You. But the two shared a bond long before that role, and Delta joins us from Los Angeles now. Good morning to you. Thank you for talking with us this morning. I know it's tough, and we're sorry for the loss of your dear friend. The rest of us wanted to know her, but you and Olivia were truly friends for years. And I thought it was interesting. Can you remind us how the two of you met? It was a chance encounter right here in New York City.
Of course, of course. Yes, the whole world is feeling this in this moment because she's such a beacon of light for all of us. But our story started when I was 7 years old, and I happened to be in New York, and I was an Australian girl, and as Olivia Newton-John walked in, I was sitting having a hot chocolate with my mum, and I said, "Sandy's there, Sandy's there, it's Sandy," and I was getting very excited about Sandy, but I think basically then she heard my Australian accent, walked over to the table and said, "Oh, you're obviously from Australia," and started talking to us. And she said, "I hope I see you around tomorrow." So for the rest of the day, the next day, I started saying, "Mum, I'm trying to find Sandy around New York." As fate would have it, that was just the beginning of our friendship. And I did see her the next day, but maybe a few years later. And my entire life, as in music as well as in life, we were intertwined and became my mentor, my friend. And when I was diagnosed with cancer, she was one of the first people to reach out when I was 18 years old and my music career had just started. And we bonded very quickly and have had a lifetime of music and love and light. And she continues to, throughout those moments, was an example of quiet strength and grace and love and light, like you all had just shared.
Yeah. And Delta, not all TV stars and film stars want to be involved when it comes time to have a movie created about them. But Olivia, actually embraced it and gave it her blessing as long as you were playing her. So what was that experience playing her in a biopic, and what did it do for your friendship?
I mean, definitely terrifying. I think, at the very beginning, I remember having many conversations with Olivia about it, and I was going, "Oh goodness, no!" I mean, I would want it to be everything and more that she would be proud of, and so there was a lot of pressure at first. I was like, "I can't do that, Olivia. I love you too much," and then she said, "No, you be doing it." I said, "Okay," and it was, of course, one of a treasured experience. I remember calling her on the first day of doing physical, and I was FaceTiming. I was like, check it out. Let's talk about it. So many treasured moments, but continued, the way that she would talk about the just constant positivity, and in those moments, I really do treasure them for the rest of my life.
Delta, I know you were able to actually talk to Olivia recently. What was that conversation like?
Well, actually, I had spoken just a little while ago, as I had just got over to the US, and I've been on tour with Backstreet Boys, and I was very excited to be performing at the Hollywood Bowl, and for the first time, and I called, and invited Olivia to be there, and of course it was not meant to be in that moment, but we had some beautiful, beautiful words.
And Delta, what do you want folks to remember as we think about Olivia Newton-John? What do you want them to remember about your friend?
I think the beautiful part is that everybody has been touched by Olivia Newton-John. I think with that bigger heart, not only was she somebody who was so courageous to share her story, which gave so much hope to all of us around the world, she really touched lives, inspire hearts, and I think that we all felt that light and that love.
Yes, for sure. Touched by her grace, for sure. Delta, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you
very much.